Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you guys read me? Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Who's ready? Smash that like button if you're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up for a fight. Stack it high. Watch it grow. Who's ready? Hit that sub. Join the quest. Come on. Stacker, stacking, strong. Who's ready? Let's go. No sound? Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio is mic, no music. Hold up. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that music? You can hear that. You can hear the music now. Okay. It must be fate. Fate wanted us to hear this song instead. Batteries are charged. Passport in our hands. Our backpacks literally full of gold and silver. Here we go. We're gonna start here in 4 minutes. Hotel room scale on the desk. Yes. Every ounce I've kept. Airplane windows down. Smash that like button if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Desert markets, ocean ports, whispers in a hidden court, map lines reading folded corners. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Come on. Confirming the microphone and the music is good now, right? Confirming the mic and music is good now. We're gonna get started here in 3 minutes. Smash that like button if you're ready. Come on! Who's ready for market open? Who's been stacking silver and gold even though everybody told you you were insane? They said it was antiquated. Look at us now. Let's go. Old ship bell in a coastal town, a rusty safe getting dragged out now. Ancient coins in a dusty tray. We're gonna be live here in about 3 minutes. Border trains through the midnight haze. Customs line keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets on inside my coat. Every bar another. Come on. Vote. Who's ready? Calling all crustaceans. Grab your battle stations. The crab dance is coming. Don't panic. Come on!
From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, from Arctic ice
Who's ready?
to island drums. Every stamp on my page.
We're gonna do a crab dance and get started here. Who's ready?
Silver stackers, answer the call.
Who's ready? Come on!
Rise like a tidal wall.
Yes! We are stackers. Yes! Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna kick it into a crab dance right now, and then we're gonna go live. We're gonna cover all of the breaking news. The CME is attacking. Bankers are attacking. I've got the proof. I've got the evidence, and I've got the battle plan. And it all starts right now.
Crabs are grooved.
Plus, they said we were crazy. Silver would never break 20 again. 30, 40, 50. Then we went to 40, would never break 50 again. And then 60, then 70, then 80, then 90, then 100, then 110. Then we hit 117. Then we went to 102. They said we were through. And now we're back going up. Let's go. Yes. Let's get it. We're going to be here live. I've got news on the CME. I've got news all over the place. Buckle up.
Gold and silver, who wants it all?
Who wants it all? Who wants free silver? Who wants free gold? The crew. Let's go.
Treasures found, the music's played.
Yes.
Your claws up, don't delay.
Get them up.
Join the party night and day.
Get them up.
Gold and silver is the key.
Let's go.
Nation, dance with me.
1 minute. 1 minute. We're going to get started here. They said this stuff was worth something. They told you all to save up your hard work, sweat, tears, energy in this paper fiat currency. Thank God. Thank God you didn't listen. Here we go. 40 seconds. Who's ready? Smash the like. We're going to get started here.
Your claws up
Come on.
in the sky.
Let's go.
Intl-Stacker, he's our guy.
Let's go.
Gold and silver is the key.
30 seconds.
Nation, dance with me.
That is really me dancing. Mrs. IS lost it.
Dance with me.
Let's get it.
Dance with me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Dance with me. Dance with me.
One stacker on a journey
to find
silver.
International Stacker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and the name is International Stacker. Was working through little tech issues there, but we got it fixed. Coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Four-time Crystal Light champion, 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver journeys. And guys, I'm going to copy this link. I have my mega giveaway going right now. I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver. I'm giving away some gold in the, hold up, mega Silver got, I'm giving away some copper. You guys got to enter, so I'm dropping the link in chat for that. When I made that video, silver was only at $93. $93, and since then we went up to an all-time high of $117.77. Then we got smashed down, and I'm gonna break this down for you right now and help you read the tea leaves. This was 100% attack. This was 100% attack, and I've got the evidence to prove it. I'm gonna show you. But even with that attack, even with this attack, we rose up last night and we got back up to $115.38 last night. We were actually, I think it's higher than that. I think it's higher. No, $116. Excuse me, $116.11 last night. Only about a dollar 50 or 60 or so from an all-time high, and we're building back up here this morning. And I'm about to break it all down for you. Silver futures is at 112.60. Okay, guys, our first alert of the day. Currently, the futures price is 112.60. The spot price is 113.20. Something on X, something on social media, they said we're done, we never get back here. That means we're in full-blown backwardation. That's when the silver futures price is cheaper than the current spot price. Ladies and gentlemen, something is happening. The game is flipping. Gold as well hit an all-new high last night as we were all asleep. $5,312.12. And ladies and gentlemen, we are setting up here for another run at it. It's looking like this morning. But don't forget the Shanghai Futures Exchange. It's all-time high a couple days ago, a day or two ago now. I can't keep track anymore. Things are just going so crazy. $134.13. Last night we hit a high of 131.70 and we closed at $130. So Shanghai is going to start moving here in a little bit. We'll see what it does. And here's the question. When Shanghai starts moving, are we gapping up or gapping down? Of the last two, I'm 2 for 2 so far. I'm 2 for 2 of the last two. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go with gap up. I'm going with gap up. What do you guys think? Gap down or gap up? It could possibly be a gap down here. If you're seeing this downward trend, you see that downward trend, but we had this little pop. It's looking good down here. I'm going with gap up. What do you guys think? Gap up or gap down? I'm 2 for 2 of the last 2 days. Maybe we can make it 3 for 2. Gold to silver ratio is currently trading at 46.51 ounces of silver for every 1 ounce of gold. And we got to a low here. That's not right. 1 second. I don't think this... Did this just plummet? Hold up. Let me make sure here. Before I say something crazy. No, I'm pretty sure recently we got to 43. All right, I'm going to have to look at this chart more. It's 46.51. I believe we were recently at 43. But bottom line is we're under 50, which is mega. We got X. Make sure you guys tweet at me if you got something you want me to read on air. In chat, if you put it, make sure you put at International Stacker, tweet it at me, or post it to me, Intl-Stacker on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the first news I want to give you this morning, and this is definitely alert. Now, if we look back at this attack here, this last attack, this was once we hit that all-time high of 117 and they smashed us down, okay? And when this was occurring, and thank you so much, Charlie Likes, for becoming a Diamond Claws member. Thank you to all the channel members on the live stream. All channel members get access to channel member only live streams in the War Room. Here on YouTube, what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. And thank you again to all the Diamond Claws members. Guys, I'm going to have to make a new map. It's getting crowded. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen in chat, do you have Diamond Claws?
Diamond claws.
But if you remember, oh, wow. Guys, the Floyd Lawton just brewed his first cup of Mrs. International Stacker coffee. Delicious. So when this happened, I was saying, I bet there's going to be billions of ounces of paper silver ounces traded the next day, right? So look at here. It turned out to be true. This evidently, and I need to do some more research on this. It's hard to find the information, but it looks like this is the second largest candle in terms of daily volume for fake paper ounces of silver that we've seen on the COMEX. It seems like the first was during 2011. So that day, that big smackdown, they traded 1.8 million paper ounces. Remember, if you go here to specifications, one contract is 5,000 troy ounces for silver. It's 100 ounces for gold. And so that day, the 27th, was 1.8 billion ounces. Now, we started going back up. Little smackdown there, smackdown, and then a pretty decent smackdown here, new attack. Gapped up or gapped down, then we kept pushing. So it's been another fight, and look at this again. Another $1 billion day. 1.36 billion paper ounces traded yesterday. And here's the thing. In 2025, we had 22 days over 1 billion paper ounces traded. 22, that's it. And so far in January, the 14th here, this was one. So by the way, this one here that looks small, that's 948 million contracts or ounces. This one's 1.26 billion, 1.19 billion, 1.16 billion, 1.8 billion, 1.36 billion. So here in January, we already have 5 days over 1 billion, and multiple days like this, 948. This one's 921, close to 1 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing here is not normal. Even this small little chrysanthemum over here at 103,000 contracts. Normally, the normal volume before this run up starting in 2025 was 60 to 80,000. 60 to 80,000. This is 103 and it looks small. It looks like a little nubbin, but it's not. So that's the first piece of information I have for you. But the second piece of information is shocking. I need you all to grab your battle stations. So there's something that traditionally the COMEX has done to smash down attacks, and it's called a margin nuke. If you go to my channel, click videos, click latest, here, silver nuked. Emergency alert, banker slam, silver hard. This will give you the history of margin nukes, how they worked in 1980 and 2011, and why they're not working now. But since this video came out, they did something so dirty. They changed the way margin nukes work. But honestly, I think it's worked out for us better because it's shaken out a lot of the shorts, a lot of the weak hands. So what they did is they took it from just doing a % increase, and they'd be like, okay, we're increasing the margin by 10%. We're increasing it by 15%. That's what they would normally do, fixed margin, okay? Now, earlier in the month, they switched it to notional for the first time ever. So instead of just coming out and continually doing it day after day, they changed it to 9%. So people trading, remember, everyone trading on the COMEX is leveraged. And remember, you only have to pay a fraction of a contract. So 5,000 ounces, earlier in the month, it was like 36,500 is what it ended up being when notional took effect. Now, when notional took effect, what it means is 9% of the price of silver. So as silver goes up, you're constantly going to have to add more to your position. To cover your margins. And I believe that settles at the end of the day, but I could be wrong on that. But anyways, it will continually scale up. So what did they just do? They changed that from 9% to 11%. So now for anyone trading leveraged plays on the COMEX, again, they're all leveraged, short or long, you have to now cover 11% of the margin. And they're trying to tamp this down. They're trying to get it under control. But ladies and gentlemen, might as well call us Twisted Sister because we're not going to take it. We're pushing back. And it's now 8:04 here, and you can see how the volume picked up here. New York is trading. And remember, from 8:15 to 8:30 is the danger zone, and we're going to be watching that live. And a big shout out and thank you to Jeffrey for gifting the 5 International Stacker memberships. Those went to Matthew, Support Radical Habits. Nice, dude. Jim, a.k.a. Sniper, and Demon, you all got free International Stacker memberships. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And remember, all channel members get access to the War Room. And what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. They are live streams, member-only live streams on YouTube. Okay, so here's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Here is the normal volume at night. You see those dips? The big spikes, this is the day, and I'm talking US time. So this is your day trade. Big volume, and this is your normal like nightly volume. Now look at this. Look last night. compared to these other nights. Look at that. Look at the volume. They are fighting. They are fighting for their survival. But ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are not seeing what you would normally see on a chart. I believe what we're seeing, let me fix this, actual true price discovery, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet that has crabs. And yes, something else is interesting about right here. So the interesting thing is right around here is when the option expired. So another reason for this attack, besides just rampant manipulation, and people are like, that's conspiracy. Okay, big banks. Before people say that's conspiracy, if that's conspiracy, how come JP Morgan was fined $920 million in 2020, not $550 in 2015? Two of their bankers went to jail. Barclays, Citigroup, Royal Bank, Scotiabank, UBS, they've all paid fines. So it's not conspiracy, it's actual fact. And right here, I believe it was right here, was when the COMEX options expired. And they want the price as cheap as possible when the options expire. So it is normal to kind of see a smackdown. It's not normal to see a smackdown of this magnitude, but that is when the options expired. And then, oh, shocking. So we're going to see what happens here, but we are starting out here strong. I'm going to go to chat here in a second and answer questions. Just trying to give you guys all the update. And thank you so much to Ismail Sorrento for the 300 UYU. Huge guidance cut from Fresnillo today. They can increase production even with these all-time high prices. The supply side story of silver is more bullish than ever. I totally agree with you. And guys, I am definitely bullish on gold, but I'm far more bullish on silver. And here's why I say we're in true price discovery after 45 years of manipulation, a 45-year cup and handle. Here's why. 1980, 2011, we were in silver production surpluses. Now we've been in a silver production deficit for more than 5 years. We produce about 835 million ounces of silver, troy ounces of silver a year, and we consume more than 1.2 billion with a B. We hit peak mining production in 2016, and every year since then, it has decreased between 1 to 3%. The only way out of this is to get more silver out of the ground, and it takes 10 to 15 years from exploration to getting the ore out of the ground for a new mine. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not getting out of this anytime soon. China made silver a strategic metal. The United States made silver a strategic metal. And somewhere in here, I've got a special bar I want to show you. Here it is. This was back in the 80s when we minted our strategic stockpile and sold it off. This is when we used to be silver stackers. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back to being silver stackers in the United States. Gold or silver was made a strategic metal and mineral, and that means the U.S. government is going to start stacking it if they have not already. Over 2 billion with a B was approved by Congress to stockpile minerals. And if you want more information on that, this video here I put out the other day breaks it down. I've got footage of governmental officials talking about how bullish they are on mining. It's called $200 Silver is Real. China's hoarding silver. Here's why. So make sure you go watch that. And this video again right here, guys, I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold and copper. Go to my channel, click videos latest, you'll see it. I'll put the link in chat. But the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Oh, and I guess I could end this poll now. The poll should be ended. About 800 votes. There's the results. 52% of you said higher, buckle up. 27% said we're going to crab walk. 16% said low. Baby gator now. I have no clue what this means, said 5%. Guys, should we do a baby gator? Should we do a baby gator right now to keep rallying this? Let me know. And we're just 5 minutes away from the danger zone. Remember, 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've got some more news. People are asking about tariffs and everything else. I got some more news. People are saying, save the gator. Save the gator? Or should we rally? Baby gator fight? Show it? Okay, guys, there's something we do on this channel that some scientists say works 90% of the time to turn a red candle or green or push the market higher, and that is the baby gator. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go.
How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
It nearly took my hand off. I was nearly like Chubbs on Happy Gilmore, and it was a good time to do it because it is a red candle. Let's see if we could turn this red candle green. Guys, we've got 4 minutes, well, really 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on this candle. Are you team green or are you team red? Put it in chat. And you can be team red without being anti-silver. That's fine. That just means you literally think the candle's going to be red. It's okay. So if you're team green or team red, put it in chat. Let us know. And BH Customs with the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. And guys, we crab rated the heck out of BH Customs last night. I hope you enjoyed it, BH. Thank you for stopping in. We enjoyed it. And that cassette tape you were pouring, guys, he pours silver. He sandcasts and pours it live. It's pretty freaking cool. And that cassette was awesome. I loved your buddy's silver turtles. Those were cool. And Roger Devine saying, yes, here in the United Kingdom, some retailers are charging 120 sterling for a 1 ounce Britannia and 950 for a Sovereign today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow. 120 pounds, guys, for a Britannia. Let's see. GBP to USD, 120. I love how it's pound sterling. See, even they knew silver. That's $165.44. Dear Lord. Thank you so much for the other $5 super chat. You are Mega Beach Customs. And Logic is saying, how green or red will things be if there's a major crash like worse than 1929? I mean, if there's a major crash, everything's going to be red. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But think about this. Oh, let me fix this. There we go. If the whole market crashed, the whole stock market, everything was going down, I would expect to see initially gold and silver to go down, because usually when there's a big move in the market like that, the knee jerk is just kind of everything goes down. But I would expect to see gold and silver come up and continue to be a flight to safety. So when everything else is crashing, everything else is burning, properties and real estate are decreasing. What's the one thing you could put your cash in? Gold and silver? Yeah. You could put it into cryptos. Yeah. But gold and silver has literally been real money for thousands of years. That's what got me so excited about it. These are Roman silver denarius, and you could go back in time with these to Roman times and spend them. Nowadays, you can spend them. You just obviously have to sell them. Same with these Japanese gold bars. They're called Electrum Gold and Silver. Okay. All this stuff you could go back in history and spend today. You're not going to do that with paper fiat currency. I mean, maybe they'll think you're a witch doctor or something and start worshiping you. I don't know. But remember, why do we stack this stuff right here? Physical silver. Why do we stack this stuff here? Physical gold. Look at that scarab beetle. I love that one so much. It's because all throughout history, the financial experts, the people in charge, big governments told you that this stuff was what you needed to save your retirement. And this has one thing in common. Every paper currency ever created in the history of mankind, in the history of world, has always, when not backed by physical gold and silver, gone to zero. It's happened in Lebanon. It's happened in Venezuela. And as I plop down this big fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you, it got so bad in Zimbabwe that they literally went to $1 million notes, and they went to $1 billion notes, and then they went to $1 trillion notes. And guys, in my giveaway I'm doing soon, make sure you enter. I'm going to make a bunch of you millionaires, and I'm going to make a bunch of you billionaires. Everyone that wins is going to get one of these. But here's the disgusting thing. This coin right here, 5 Bolivar, 90% silver coin from 1936, is still worth its weight in silver. All this currency went to zero. This is still worth its weight in silver. If that doesn't put it into perspective for you, I don't know what will. As we are just now entering the danger zone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 15 minutes, we are in the danger zone. This is where we traditionally see attacks occur. So we're going to see if we can make it through here, the danger zone. Let me draw this out like I did yesterday. So we're going to go here. So it's 5, 10, 15. There we go. And we're going to do it again. I just randomly did this for the first time yesterday. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second here. All right, it's time for Hangman. What do you guys think that is? We're in the danger zone here for the next 14 minutes. What's going to happen? Okay, let's see here. Gold is looking pretty good here, actually. Silver is on the uptrend. Shanghai Futures Exchanges. Oh, it was a gap down. It was a little micro gap down. Interesting. Look at that. That's such a baby gap for Shanghai. Wow. So we're trading right now Shanghai live at $129.52. There is no A. There's no A. Oh my gosh. Topple the matrix. Got it immediately. The word was silver. I guess I gotta do something harder tomorrow. That's something new we'll start doing. Every time we enter the danger zone, we'll do a little hangman. I don't think anyone else is doing that on YouTube. Okay, let's go here. Silver to gold ratio is currently at 46.34 to 1. And let's go here. It could have been chowder. It definitely could have been chowder. Look at this variable. I woke up today feeling the crabbiest. Coach, good. Who woke up this morning feeling crabby? Who woke up feeling crabby? Let's go. Crustaceans. Okay, guys. Cancel. Post. Okay, I'm going to put on the chart here. I got a raptor run to the restroom. I'll be right back. And I'm going to refill my coffee. I'll be right back. I've got a plan. I've got a patented way I do this. It's called the raptor run. I need you guys to time me. I'm going to be quick here. I'll be right back. And we've got, let's see here, 13 more minutes in the danger zone. I'll be right back. I'm running in 3, 2, 1. I'm back. What's my time? Oh my goodness. Whew. That was a bit of an emergency situation, folks. That doesn't happen every day. That was an emergency. Yee. That was definitely an emergency. Okay, we're back. Woo! Mrs. IS's coffee's kicking in this morning, I'll tell you that much. Thank you so much, Map Guy She, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Fed interest rate decision. Yes. Powell's press conference are catalysts on silver today. Thank you for that. Yes. So here's the watch out situations I've been given this week. Here's what we got to watch out for. So as Map Guy She just let us know, there is going to be Powell's press conference today. So that's happening today. And so far, the stock market has priced in for no interest rate cut for it to stay the same. So we'll find out what actually happens there. Also, today's the 28th. On the 30th, we have the PCE inflation report, personal consumption expenditures. So that's coming up. We have a looming government shutdown on the 31st. As far as I've heard, nothing's been made there. So I think that's still a thing. We got all these geopolitical tensions going on, Iran, Russia, China. Now we have a carrier fleet out there near Iran, so something could happen out there. And guys, remember, silver is the most reflective metal. It's the most conductive metal. Some of the best thermodynamic properties out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's in everything from yoga pants to computers to cell phones, but it's used heavily in warfare. So every time you see a missile fly, IS ate too much baby gator. That's funny. Every time you see a missile fly, literally, you're seeing silver flying that's going to be blown up. And that's another reason I am so bullish right now on silver. One second. One of you just sent me something. That's fun. Oh, that's sick. I'm going to show that. But that's another reason I'm so bullish on silver, because probably about 99% of gold ever mined is still above ground. Silver? No. The majority of silver ever mined has been destroyed. So I do like this top. I do like this chart, but I want to explain it to you. I do enjoy this. So this shows top assets by market cap, public companies, precious metals, cryptocurrency, ETFs. But what this number here assumes, and we all celebrated when we took out all these companies, this assumes all the silver ever mined is above ground. If you click it, it assumes all the silver ever mined. But the difference is here, the market cap's technically much smaller because the majority of silver ever mined has been destroyed. It's in landfills. It's thrown away. It's strewn across battlefield. So although I do love this chart and I love to follow it and get excited about it, know that this assumes all the silver ever mined is above ground, and it's not. A lot of it is put back down into the ground. And remember, the majority of silver mined, and someone threw a different percentage at me the other night. I got to double check this, but last I checked, 18% of all silver mined, only 18% came from a pure silver mine. The rest of it is a byproduct from copper mines, gold mines, and what have you. So put that in your back pocket. And a channel member, shout out to Richard, sent me this. That is a cool image. Look at that. Diamond claws. Who's got diamond claws in chat? Let me know. Who's got them?
Diamond claws.
Yes. And that's cool. Let me make sure there's no more intelligence coming in here. No. Okay, I think we're good there. Bang. And guys, we're at 476 likes. Thank you so much. We're only 24 from 500. Can you guys help me out and smash that like button? And, oh, we are at 58,372 subscribers. That means only 28 more until the next big show. And I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, and copper. You've got to be subscribed to enter this anyway. So I'm going to drop the link for this in chat. Do not miss out. Enter the mega giveaway. And you might as well subscribe and see a big show anyway. So you get two for the price of one. And some say you haven't lived till you've seen a big show. And guys, we're in the last 5 minutes here. Let me drop that link in chat. We're in the last 5 minutes here of the danger zone. This is the last candle. We got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. What do you guys think it's going to be? Are you team green or are you team red? Let us know in chat. Oh, and something else I failed to mention. We do have this. YouTube has a new feature where I can do a double stream at the same time. So this is on both horizontal and vertical. Horizontal is the best for computers and TVs.
Vertical's made for your phone if you want to hold it straight up and down. The experience is definitely better on horizontal, but now you have both options, so you could pick what you like. So hopefully you guys like that, and you are all in the same chat. So that's the cool thing about it. Okay, gold's looking pretty good here. Shanghai Futures Exchange is just crab walking. We're right now at 129.25. Diagonal, please. Somebody wants a diagonal stream. I found this interesting, says Stacking AG. Thank you, Stacking AG. I'll check it out later. Thank you, Corey, for retweeting that out, reposting that. I always say tweet. Rumor has it you are related to the famous Mel Fisher. Do you have any pieces of the Etosha? I actually do have one piece from the Etosha. I was actually just in the Mel Fisher Museum with Master Stacker in Key West, Florida. I did film parts of it, but there's a shipwreck coin shop down here, and I'm planning to go there and make some videos. So are you guys interested in seeing some videos inside one of the biggest premier shipwreck coin shops? LCS is down here in Key West. Let me know and I'll make that. The Nose, school canceled again today, so yeah, I am ready. That's awesome, Nose. I would see if there's a... Okay, that's not about the stream. Okay, it's refresh here. Whoa! The silver crab is climbing up a hill of crying bankers. Thank you, JD. That's funny. It's funny, but also a little bit creepy. Go Silver, says David. Look at this. Raptor run. What's my time? What's my time? Even raptors need to pee. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, that is freaking hilarious. Slammy has a face. Sell it all, crash it. Guys, breaking news, live footage coming in right now from the COMEX.
Run.
So funny. Okay, we got back to this one. Good. Okay, we go back to here. We go back to here. And we got 2 minutes left on this candle. You guys, are you team green or team red? Let me know. Let me unpin that message. Okay, that message is unpinned. Cool. What a meteoric rise, guys. And again, everyone was laughing online the other day. Once we went down to like 103 or something from 117, and look, we hit 116.11 last night. The more we have a Raptor Run emoji. Channel members, drop the Raptor Run emoji in chat. It's a raptor, and behind him is a pile of poop. But yeah, everyone was rejoicing. A lot of people that are anti-silver saying it's crashing, and now we're at 114, and we hit last night again 116.11. That's the Raptor Run right there. It's got a raptor in front of a pile of poop. Woo! Let's refresh this. 113.73. Guys, we are still in backwardation. The market's broken. And we got 45 seconds left. It's a battle here, guys. This is going to be a photo finish. It just switched from red to green. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Team Red? Is it going to be Team Green? We're 2 likes away from 600, so keep smashing that like. And what is it going to be, Team Red or Team Green? We've got 35 seconds here. Who's going to take it? Who wants it bad? Who wants it more? That's the question. Can you show the chart of paper ounces traded yesterday? Yeah. We did cover that at the beginning, but I'll show it again real quick. So yesterday was 1.36 billion. The day before was 1.8 billion. Guys, is today going to be another billion day? Is this going to be an entire week of billion days? Remember, in 2025, there's only 22 days over a billion. And that's not normal. That's not normal at all, but there was 22 of them. And we're here in January, and we're already 5 deep. Is there going to be another one today? Probably. And in chat, Rick Harrison is saying, in 1984, I sold 2 of the 74 bars from the Etosha. Wow. Cool, Rick. Very cool. And thank you guys. What is that? 70, 65. We're 65 likes away from 700. And Team Red took it. Team Red took it and is laughing in Team Green's face, but look how strong Team Green is coming out right now. Team Green wants retribution.
And we are at 58,380 subscribers. Thank you so much. That means only 20 more till the next big show. I'm dropping the link in chat to enter the mega giveaway again at 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, and copper. Do not sleep on that. My last giveaway was in November. It was 70 ounces of silver, about 800 1/2 gold backs went out. Last year I did over 100 ounces of silver, a bunch of gold, some copper on the channel, and we're starting out 2026 no different. It's going to be February 7th is the mega giveaway, so you have till then to enter, but you got to enter, you got to be subscribed. So I'll drop the link in chat one more time. Dove the L Captain Rick in Port St. Lucie. Oh, dove it. Nice, Rick. Rick dove a shipwreck. That's awesome. Wow, personally pulled coins off the seafloor. That's amazing, Rick. After the next hurricane, you got to get back out there, see what's dug up. The Floyd Lawton's saying, what do you think of the idea of banks will fail because they can't deliver and the government billing them out with fiat, which will increase the inflation? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if big banks are failing, they're going to get bailed out. And then the paper will continue to increase. And the money supply will continue to increase, and gold and silver's price should adjust for it. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs who sometimes gives them away to you. That's right. Guys, if you catch me in the wild, and how do you catch me in the wild? You just watch my channel, my shorts, my live streams, mostly my live streams, and you'll see where I'm at in the world. And then just email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. 40 of you. This is a brand new design. You caught the king crab. 40 of you got this from me at the Fun Coin Show, and I've got a video on that coming soon. We did an epic meet and greet. I gave away some silver to you guys live in person. So that was pretty cool. So that's the way to catch me in the wild. And you get a I caught the king crab challenge coin. Pretty cool. Some say that challenge coin may be worth about 1 billion claws if the crustacean nation rises to power. Right now we're trading crab walking, but in an upward trend on gold at $5,279.50. It's moving quick. Silver, we're moving higher. Currently we're trading at 114.38. Our next target here is going to be 115.38. So we're less than $1 away now because it just moved higher. Gold to silver ratio is plummeting. 46.09 ounces of silver to every 1 ounce of gold. And let's see what's happening here with the news. And wow, guys, we are only 15 subscribers away from the next big show. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see a big show. And in chat, now is Evolution saying IS, famous Chinese silver investor, says he has never seen the beep hit the fan like it has recently in China. Best wishes. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's crazy times. I retweeted Eric Young earlier. I'll show you that tweet here in a second. Actually, okay. Let's go. Let's do this first. Bullion Star, this is Singapore. Silver at 113, up 19% in a week. This isn't just a price spike. Totally agree. It's a structural shift. Totally agree. Between massive debt and the breakdown of global trade, silver is being repriced as a critical asset for both industry and security. It's no longer a peripheral metal. It's an essential part of the new economy, especially for energy and tech. Totally agree. That's why the demand for physical isn't slowing down. Even at these levels, people are looking at geopolitical mess and debt piles and deciding they'd rather hold metal than risk. Stack accordingly. I totally agree. Totally agree on that. Okay. For some reason, there we go. Okay. And then Bay out of China is saying, according to the regulations of the Shanghai Gold Exchange, domestic banks in China have significantly increased their silver margin to 60%, which will be implemented from the close of trading on the 29th. Wow. That's a big deal. Or just the weak paper hands. Sorry guys, I can't talk and type a tweet at the same time.
I just don't know why. COMEX. Okay, here we go. Here's another piece of big news. January is not a delivery month, okay? March is going to be the big kahuna delivery month. And this January is the fifth largest day in history for deliveries. And it's not a delivery month. We're 5 times higher than January 2025. 9,608 contracts. That's 48 million ounces. Wow. How much higher are we going to go? How should I write this? Wow. Still a few days left. That's good. China buys gold. So, okay, I want to show you guys this tweet from Eric Young. So let's go to Eric. He's a guy I follow out of China. He's a big gold silver advocate out of China. Great guy to follow. And he followed me. Sick. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Kikok. But he put out this tweet. I want to show you guys. Here. Live in China, there is a bank run for underground unallocated gold accounts in Shenzhen, China right now. Everyone wants to withdraw their physical gold from their underground unallocated gold accounts, but the underground Chinese vaults naked shorted unallocated. I always told them, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Totally true, guys. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Floyd Lawton, not to be that guy, but you made a grammar error in your last tweet. It's effect not. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Not correct me, guys, if I misspell or do something. Please, please. I don't want to be a dum-dum. Totally right. Should have paid attention in grade school. Thank you, Floyd. Okay, we're at 113.97 on silver, and we're officially out of the danger zone. It doesn't mean attacks can't happen, but traditionally that time frame is where a lot of them would happen. But is there a new danger zone? I don't know. But we're starting to look pretty good here on the Shanghai Futures Exchange. And guys, we're at 2,000 people on the stream. Thank you so much. And 715 likes. That means we're only 84 now away from 800. Can we do it? I think we can. And for everyone who just joined, the name's International Stacker, coming to you from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Over 1,800 videos around the world. I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, and copper. And we are just 15 subscribers away from the next big show. And you've got to be subscribed anyway to enter the giveaway. So might as well enter the giveaway, maybe win some silver, and see a big show. And not only do I live stream charts and live stream breaking silver news, I live stream all around the world. And it was not that long ago, I was at the Great Pyramids of Giza live streaming to y'all, and y'all told me to get on a camel. Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshism here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys. And we've got just 50 seconds left here. Looks like Team Red is going to take this candle unless Team Green can push back. As a matter of fact, I know what to do. I know what works 90% of the time to change a red candle green per some scientists. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there. Baby gator, that was a live stream from Boca Raton where I was doing a morning walk and talk with y'all. Translates to the rat's mouth. And someone's asking when they should sell and take profits. Really, that's your decision. I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But like, I'm in it for the long term. I'm working on building generational wealth. That doesn't mean along the way, if I see an opportunity, I won't take profits, for sure. And I understand if people need to take profits to pay medical bills, to pay off debt. Guys, if you're in major crippling debt and you're up huge and you could get part or all of that monkey off your back, that is an amazing thing, to stop paying that interest and losing that money and having the stress literally take years off your life. I get it. Also stress out of your relationships, etc. But this is called the innovation adoption curve. And I do believe we're fully in the early adopters phase now. I believe we are moving more towards this line to early majority, but we're not there yet.
And how are we going to know we're getting into the early majority? We're starting to see more silver and gold coverage on mainstream media. We are. But I think it's going to be way more. And when your barber's talking about it, your Uber driver that's not a stacker, because I know we got some stackers in here that are Uber drivers that spread the good news. But my point is just when random everyday people are talking about it, that's when we're at least in the early majority, if not the late majority phase. And FOMO, fear of missing out on the large scale. We've got FOMO going on right now with other investors and stackers saying I should have gotten more. But this is when the FOMO really starts to kick in, fear of missing out. And that's when I believe that we'll see local coin shops, LCSs, etc., start paying closer to spot again, and spot and over spot premiums. Because once we get to late majority and laggards, that's extreme FOMO, and that price is going to be going up. And at that point, I do plan to shift part of my stack into whatever asset it is at that time, and then roll it back into gold and silver. Because eventually, I do believe we're going to shoot super high. Higher than it's gonna be because of the fear of missing out. And then I think we'll come down and settle at a new level, but I don't think the new level is gonna be what we're at now, right? So when that happens, I'm gonna try to identify that the best I can and shift part of my stack out. And then once it comes back and settles, shift it back in, so I end up with more gold and silver. And another way to do that is called playing the gold to silver ratio. And I'm gonna tell you guys when I'm doing that. I'm gonna tell you. And the largest my stack has ever been 5,700 ounces. Right now, I'm about 5,100 ounces, and that's from shifting stuff in and out into other things, other opportunities. So I'm constantly looking to do what's called arbitrage and make my stack grow itself for free. But playing the gold to silver ratio, so if you up at it when we were like 100 or 90 or 80 ounces of silver to one, if you were to have bought silver then and you wait for this ratio to close, I believe we're going to get into 30s, maybe even the 20s. So if you write this down and then you find a coin shop that's willing to make a trade, or someone, you trade whatever ounces. So right now it'd be 46.25 ounces of silver. So they're probably going to charge you a couple ounce premium. So they're probably going to want like 48 ounces of silver or something. And then they would give you an ounce of gold. So that's another way to arbitrage. So once it gets lower, you do that. I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. And then when the ratio goes back up again, you switch it. So over a long term, if you do that, you end up with more gold and silver than if you would have in the first place. Thank you, David Knight, for the £2 super chat saying Rick Rule should the bulk of silver. Okay. Rick Rule sold the bulk of his silver for miners. Wow. I did hear something about that, David Knight. And do you keep your stack safe? I keep it very safe. Also, are you a legal pew owner? Yes, I am. I certainly am. What gold to silver, with gold to silver ratio this low, are you still buying silver or are you shifting to gold? Silver. I'm still bullish on silver. I'm planning to shift maybe 10% of my stack into gold and play the gold to silver ratio. In the 30s to 1, I'm going to start thinking about it. But if it looks like we're going closer to into the 20s to 1, I'll wait. But I do plan to shift about 10% of my stack from silver to gold. And then when it goes back up in the future, play again from gold to silver. I do plan to do that with about 10% of my stack. I normally was going to do it with more, but the structural deficits and everything going on, I'm so bullish silver. And again, the only way out of this situation we're in, the 5-year plus deficit, is new mines. They take 10 to 15 years, even if you fast track permitting and everything else, maybe 5 to 10 years. So this thing's got legs, in my opinion, not a financial advisor. DWJ saying 147 annual increase of silver is much higher than 25%, now 10% APR in credit cards. Allocate some silver while paying credit card minimums. Food for thought. Yeah, DWJ, that is food for thought, but if you're in crippling debt, to me, get the heck out of it, man. Not a financial advisor. You're paying all that cash in the interest, but it's taxing you mentally and physically. It could be taxing relationships. And although I believe silver's going higher, although I believe we're in price discovery, there could be a black swan event. Something crazy could happen out of nowhere. Like some aliens could invade. I don't know. Something crazy could happen. So to me, it's better just to be out of debt, be out of the control. You're literally a slave when you're in debt, okay? So that's what I mean when I say that. And it doesn't mean you need to sell your whole stack. No, but for the love of God, if you're in crippling debt, get out of it. Get out of it.
Again, just my opinion. But I am still Diamond Claws, and a big shout out to all the Diamond Claws members on the channel. Really appreciate all your support. And in chat, do you have Diamond Claws?
Diamond claws.
But that's the beautiful thing about gold and silver, guys. You have it there if you need it. So for me, again, my plan is generational wealth handed down to the next generation. But guess what? If I have an emergency between now and then, I need a claw transplant and my insurance won't cover it. I have some massive major emergency. And my retirement, I run out of retirement money. Like, I have it there to use in an emergency. Break glass. So that's the nice thing about it, too. Argentina silver mine called Bajo La Lumbrera is scheduled to come back online in 2028, says Florida man. Awesome. Crippling debt. How can you be crippling debt in a fiat currency system? This currency is bleep. How can you be if you've got multiple maxed out credit cards and you can't pay the monthly payments and you're getting calls and threatened to be taken to court? That's how you can be in crippling debt. They will come after you. And guys, we are only 8 subscribers away from 58,400, and that will trigger the next big show. And again, for all the new people in chat, I'm dropping a link. Make sure you enter my Mega God, 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold and copper. And heck, if you don't want to sell your stack, but you're in bad debt, maybe all you got to do is win my Mega God, sell it off, and then pay off the debt with that. How about that? I mean, it's not a popular opinion, but that's my opinion. Get out of crippling debt. Aliens use silver. They probably do. Aliens probably do. Agree 100%, says PAEMT, and I have 850 credit score. Congratulations, PA. That's awesome. We're crab walking here, guys. We are truly crab walking. The next major thing that's going to happen this morning is the U.S. Stock Exchange opening. That's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's about 43 minutes from now. Yeah, I never recommend getting leverage, especially like in paper, silver, stock markets, futures. Do not get leverage, guys. The big bankers will destroy you and your family in seconds, and they will sleep at night and laugh in your face. So that's why I don't feel bad for them getting smashed down with silver and gold right now, just figuratively, not I'm not advocating for anything physical.
I run.
But figuratively, they're having a rough time. So they will smash you and destroy your family and your bloodline and not even care. So for the love of God, do not get leveraged. Do not sell a kidney. Do not sell the children. Do not pay your house bill to get gold and silver because it's going to 10x in 2 weeks and you're going to win. It could not. We could go sideways for a month. You never know. So do not get in over your heads. Trade within your means. Stack within your means. Because the worst thing ever you could do is stack too hard. Then you've got to liquidate some of it. And then it happens to be on a down day or a down week. Guys, remember, this is not going to go straight up forever. We saw that the other day, even though that was manipulated. Nothing in this world goes straight up forever besides the U.S. national debt, currently at $38.6 trillion. Wow. Let me close that. Can I sell my kid? Okay. But I do have a question for you guys in chat, a hypothetical question. Mrs. IS hates my hypothetical questions. If you could trade one kidney and you are guaranteed you'd have no side effects and that would not be the cause of your eventual demise, how many ounces of silver would it take for you to trade one of your kidneys? Tell me. Let me know. Owen, one of our channel members out of Ireland, thankfully I'm debt-free, bar my mortgage. I'm looking to move into miners, and I think about going to one of the ETFs, either GLDX or Peter Schiff's EPGIX fund. Awesome, Owen. Guys, I do have some miners, some mining stocks, but again, not a financial advisor, some guy on the internet, but my thought process and opinion is to get a good stack of physical gold and silver to where you want it first before you think of that. And I got to that point, and then I was thinking, well, if gold and silver are really going to do what I think they're going to do, then mining stocks should be a leveraged play. So I started speculating. I've covered some of this on this some of them on the channel. I've actually done some sponsored videos working with some of the companies I believe in and invest with. And that's how I've been able to give back to a lot of you guys. So from time to time, maybe once or twice a month, you might see a sponsored video. That's what that's about. And no, any sponsored video I do or any item I talk about, I actually own
or use myself. And one of them is the Pocket Pinger, guys. If you don't know about it, here it is. He's actually a subscriber of the channel. I met him back in the day. So proud of him. He had this idea. He executed it. And now this is used all over the world. It's only, I think, $39. Link is in the description. The cheapest you'll find on the internet. And it supports him, and it helps support the channel as well. So appreciate the support. But basically, it comes with a free phone application. And I'm going to ping it on the microphone right now, and it will tell you if your silver or gold coin is fake or real. It works for $9.99 and other percentages, and it uses a phone application that uses science that looks at the peaks and the hertz. It looks at the sound waves and tells you if the coin's real or fake. It works extremely well. So if you can't afford $3,000 for Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, to me, this is a must. Absolute must. Links in the description. Comrade Bullion, did you see Peter Schiff was on Fox Business talking about gold and silver? He put, no, I didn't, but I'll go watch it. My ear knows. If you ping the dong, what happens? Nothing. It is too big to fit the pinger. Who wants to win the giveaway? Who likes free silver? Put silver in chat. I'm going to drop the link. Dang, that hurts. That's funny. Full hate, full start. And guys, we're only 6 subscribers away from the next big show. We're at 58,394. So close. Who wants to see a big show? And we're only 51 likes away from 900. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let's go back over here and see some news. Let the crab games begin, says Mike. Okay, now is evolution. I bought this old limited edition St. Patty's Day coin a few years back, and now they're going for 300. Nice. Good pull. And that's another arbitrage I've done in the past, guys. I'm not into numismatics, really, but I've looked for opportunities to find numismatic coins that I could get for good deals and flip them and get more gold and silver for free. So that's what I've done. Some crabs. Next exit. Silver hits 120.
Whoa,
Let's see.
silver hits $120. This changes everything.
That's so funny. I'm going to have to remember to retweet that out when we hit 120. We're at 113.84 right now, crab walking sideways. After when we were just at like 102 or 103 the other day, everyone told you it was over. I'm Generation X, says channel member Mr. Happy Stacker 69. If they can still get use out of them, good luck. I'm the winner in that deal. There you go. I want a crab, says AK Lover for truth. Stacking AG47. If this is true, then with all the missiles we have given to other countries for our restocking of our own defense, how much silver is the military going to use? A lot. I don't know if it's 500 ounces in Tomahawk missiles, but it very well could be. I'm guessing it's probably like not public information, but I guarantee you it's a lot of silver in these things. Okay, let's go here to news. See what's cracking. And guys, we are just 6 subscribers away from the next big show. Crypto Metal Stacker saying silver at 250 by 4th of July. That would be crazy. Crazy. Yeah, 4th of July is America's 250th birthday. 250 gold by 250th birthday. That'd be pretty cool. Or I mean silver, 250 silver. Did I say gold? That would be pretty dang cool. I'd be rejoicing in the streets. Currently on the Shanghai Futures Exchange, silver is trading at $129. It's only 15 to 20 ounces for a tomahawk in the myth. Yeah, that's what I figured, Larry. 500 sounded like a lot. 15 to 20 sounds more reasonable for me. Wow, silver's trading for $129 right now in India, says Metal Charts. Let's check them out. That's crazy. Bloomberg, every week, more than a ton of gold is hauled into high security vault located in a Cold War era bunker owned by Tether. That's a crypto company.
It is now the world's largest hoard of bullion outside of banks in the nation states and has turned crypto a giant into a major player in the industry. So I know Tether is stacking gold, but then I was told by someone it's not actual physical gold. It's like, I don't know. I got to look into that more, but I was under the impression this was actually accurate. But someone was telling me it wasn't. Like it wasn't physical gold, but I've got to look into that more. There's so much stuff going on, guys. So much stuff going on. Jerome Powell's pointless fight for his legacy, says Just Dario. Okay, this is Peter Spina. Legend here on X. Okay. Oh, wow. In chat, Julian just said the Pentagon is in a contract with a Korean company that builds metal refinery smelter in Clarksville, Tennessee, supposed to be done in 5 years. Okay, we'll see what happens there. So Peter Spina's reported on Ed Steer. The short position in SLV rose yet again from a grotesque 56.57 million shares sold short up to an even more grotesque 62.49 million shares sold short, an increase of 10.48%, 11.03% of free float. On the other hand, the short position in GLD declined from 12.29 million shares down to 10.6 million shares. Interesting. Silver closed in Shanghai at 131.41. That was earlier. Wow. It's back open again trading, by the way, I believe. Yeah, it's trading again. BMO bullish scenario sees gold at 86.50 and silver at 220 by the end of 2027. Wow. Bank of Montreal. Buckle up. Maybe the next channel member emoji should be buckle up, like a thing. Or the DTB. What do you guys think? Channel member, should the next member emoji be DTB, the devil's teabag, or a buckle up? Monaco64 is a great creator, and he's saying silver is one of the biggest missed opportunities of the public, and the public's being misled. I totally agree with that, and I've not seen this video yet, but it's Monaco64 and Just Dario, so I guarantee you it's going to be a banger. I'll watch it later. The Spectator Index breaking. Saudi Arabia rules out allowing its airspace for any territory to be used by US strike on Iran, blah, blah, blah. Okay. A lot of times when you guys, I do a lot with stuff with geopolitics. A lot of stuff you see like this, like they'll probably still let the United States use their flight space, but they'll say, well, no, we told them they couldn't. They did that on their own. Like you say something publicly and do something different on the back end. Welcome to Game of Thrones. Okay, we're going to check back out here on silver, and we just got 2 minutes here until the top of the hour, then 30 minutes after that until U.S. Stock Exchange opens. $1.99 super chat from Jason S. Hub. Thank you so much. July 4th, 250 Trump dollar, he's saying. It could be. We'll see. Could we hit $250 an ounce silver by July 4th? That would be epic. And guys, we got 1,800 people on the stream, and we only need 10 more likes to 900. Can we do it? I believe we can. And I've got this live right now on vertical and horizontal live stream. Horizontal is going to be your best experience. But if you're on horizontal or vertical, thank you for being here. And you're all in the same chat, by the way. I believe it was Andy Scheckman that said it was 500 ounces per missile, says Owen. Okay. Yeah, 500 just seems so... I can't see why you would need 500 ounces because it's the best conductive electricity, most reflective, best thermodynamics. 500 just seemed crazy to me. And ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 58,397 subscribers. Only 3 more subscribers to the next big show. Who wants to see a big show? And I'm putting the link in chat again. And make sure you enter my giveaway. 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold and copper. Let's go back over here. That's 7 hours ago. Let's go to Rashad. He's one of my favorite technical analysts. Let's see what he's saying. Gold is up 1.7%. Silver gains only 5% for the day. That was for yesterday, but it's a gain. After a major attack where literally they spent 1.8 billion fake paper ounces. They traded to make that happen. And then the very next day, yesterday, was 1.36 billion. I'll chalk that up as a win because that used to collapse us back in the day. Total win. after the attack they mounted, over 1.8 billion fake paper ounces traded on the 27th and 1.36 billion yesterday. And we still finished with a gain. Let's go. Total win after the attack they mounted, over 1.8 billion fake paper ounces traded on the 27th and 1.36 billion yesterday, and we still finished with the gain. Let's go. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. Okay, we're starting to get a pretty good setup here with silver. Let's go ahead and put... Okay, we're going to look to break above this line right here for our next run. And thank you, Jason S. Up for the $5 super chat. I'm saying they're going to introduce a Trump on the face of a $250 note. Whoa, really? Is that true? Whoa, I'm going to look that. Thank you, Jason S. Hub. Can you see launches at the Kennedy Space Center from your house? No. Guys, I'm way down in Key West. Closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Let me see if I can bring it up on a map without doxing myself. Hold up. I'm going to show you guys where I'm at. A lot of people don't realize. One second. Okay, look at. Here's Florida. Then you got to come down the A1A. Bleep. These are all islands, all keys, a lot of bridges. I live down here in Key West. And when I say I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart, I mean it. Havana's right there. The closest Walmart is like up here somewhere. And then the launches you're talking about are like over here. So now I can't see them. I mean, maybe if the day was clear enough and I was looking, maybe I could see something. Response says doxed. International Stacker criminal coin is the only way Trump can be on a currency. Okay, well, let me look at this. 250 Trump dollar? Or is it a coin? It's a bill. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this more, guys. That's the first I'm hearing about that. What is the 250 bill? To amend the Federal Reserve Act, Secretary, to print a $250 reserve note featuring the portrait of Donald J. Trump and or other purposes to amend the federal... Okay. So is it approved? Man, this has been for a year. Whoa. I'm going to have to look into that more. Wow. $250 bill. That's crazy. I mean, look at inflation, guys. Remember, the Federal Reserve, it's not federal. It's a private entity, and on their website it says the goal is 2% inflation every year. Those money printers are printing, and look at the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar. So, of course, we're going to need a $250 bill. We're probably going to need a $1,000 and $500 bill. We had those back in the day. Those were meant mostly for banks to transact large amounts of air quote value. But this is when the Federal Reserve was created, and look how much of the U.S. dollar buying power we've lost. And to put this into perspective, right now, 25 cents right now at the current spot price from 1964 and before, 90% silver, is worth $20.59. So when people tell you things are so expensive now, no, you've just lost the buying power of your dollar. Totally disgusting. MC Doc, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Only deceased presidents can be on currency. Really? You know, I think I've heard that in the past. I'm definitely not like a printing currency expert by any means, but I believe I've heard that in the past. And ladies and gentlemen, did we do it? Let me look here. I think we did it. Hold up. Okay, I think we did it. Let's check. Channel members, you know what to do. If I refresh this and it's 58,400, it's time for a big show. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. 4,000. Thank you so much. It's time for the big show.
To the fourth annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States, competing for the title of America's best aerobic athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker.
Thank you so much, guys. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 4-time Crystal Light champion, over 1,800 videos around the world, and I'm giving away some gold and silver to you soon. So make sure you enter. And in chat, Jolene saying it takes 13 hours to drive from the top of Florida and Pensacola to Key West. We are a big state, huge state. Some would call it a mega state. Wow. Guys, how much are dimes right now? Let's see. Yeah, enter the Mega God, guys. You got to be subscribed for that. And we're only 40 likes away from 1,000. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Let's go. One dime is currently $8.23. That is so wild. When we're at 117, I think we're at $10 dimes. Yeah, and it looks like Slammy McSlammerson's trying. Guys, what should we do in retaliation to this attack going on right now? What's one thing we can do that 90% of the time some scientists say works? It's science. The baby gator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
And it looks like this candle's starting to push up, but it looks like this candle also might need a loving touch to reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're single, if you're a suitor, I'm going to introduce you to a girl I met in Poland in the Germania Mint. She's single and she's looking for someone. Her name is Viola.
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. She stacks gold, silver, and copper. Who's looking for a date? Put your best pickup line in chat for Viola. She's different. Okay, look at this, guys. We are pushing back here. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this candle. Are you team green or team red? We hit it with the baby gator. We hit it with Viola. Let's see what we could do here. How about a little of your new music to help out the green candles? I can only play the video. I can only play the video. I love that song, though, so much. It's not ready for, like, I've played it a few times. Today I played it. It was an emergency. I was trying to fix the sound. But I need to add a countdown to it. I need to fix the video more. But do you guys like that brand new song called We Are Stackers? I worked on that one for over a month. And guys, we're 19 likes from 1,000. Can we do it? Anyone know if Mike Maloney has been okay? I mean, I haven't heard anything wrong with Mike Maloney. He's tweeting or posting. Look, 2 hours ago. I think he's okay. I've heard nothing. Call in. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, we just finished. Yeah, that candle just. Wait. Yeah, the candle just finished red. But we're coming back with the green one. But look at this. Look how much the baby gator chomped off that. That's a pretty big chomp on both of those that the baby gator took a bite of. It's science. And we've got 20 minutes till the stock market opens. Do you guys want me to keep going till the stock market opens? Let me know. We're 4 likes away from 1,000. Please smash it. But if you guys want me to keep going until the stock market opens, I'll do it. But only if you want me to. I still got to finish editing that coin show video. I'm trying to edit the Prague coin show video for you guys. I got to finish that, man. Editing is the bane of my existence, guys, because I'm so detailed oriented. It takes a long time. People keep telling me now is the time to sell your gold. Well, hold up, says Rob Moore. Gold's up 65% in 2025, and gold loves fear and uncertainty. People keep telling me sell your silver. Silver went up 140% in 2025. I wouldn't have made all these gains if I had been if I had the selling mentality, would I? So here's my plan. It's the best way to build wealth. Buy, hold, accumulate, buy dips, hold, buy. Only cash out if totally necessary or an emergency. Never interrupt compounding. Remember this, silver and gold are the only real true forms of money in a world of fake money. Wow, that is a great tweet. That was a great tweet. Is $200 plus silver only days away, says Silver Trade? What do you guys think? I just put out a video you guys might want to watch. It's a pretty dang good one. $200 silver is real. China's hoarding silver. Here's why. So I talk about $200 silver, the premise of it, an article that I referenced, and what's going on in China. And again, this one right here, if you want to win free gold, free silver, free copper, 21.8 ounces of silver. Make sure you enter that. And a big shout out to Kelvin. Just became a channel member. All channel members get access to channel member only live streams in the war room. And what happens in the war room stays in the war room. And again, a big special shout out and thanks to all the Diamond Claw members on the channel. And I'm going to have to redesign this. The Crustacean Nation is growing stronger. Yes. Gold to silver ratio at 46.24 to 1. $113.52. That's kind of a cool kilo. Too bad it doesn't sit flat, but look at that 1 kilo. That's kind of neat. I kind of like that one. My dad lent me $5,000. I want to buy an ounce of gold. 5,100. Sorry, son. I don't have 5,200 available. And why on earth do you want to spend 5,300 in gold? That's funny. Before cyber attack, after cyber attack. So guys, this is what silver looks like before a cyber attack and after. It's so funny. I like that. Oh, look at this guy in Pawn Stars. He went in. He sold a 1932 Lincoln in 2011 for $95,000 for gold instead of money. So he sold this car for gold in 2011. One of the wildest deals on Pawn Star. So he got $95,000 worth of gold. Today it's worth $319,800. Hopefully he kept it. Voice is sounding well rested this morning. Read to announce new highs again. It is, big boy. Guys, my voice got, the day before yesterday, it got so hoarse. So hoarse, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. Lee, she's a Guadina. Actually, one of you sent me, thank you. One of you sent me a voice recording. You speak Mandarin. And you guys want to hear how it's supposed to sound for Lee, she's a Guardian? Let me show you. 1 second here. I got to practice this. Uno momento. Okay, actually, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you guys. I'll have to show you guys another time. Okay, maybe it's going to work. Okay. Tell me if you guys can hear this. Can you hear this?
Yen. Think of it as a hard a D, and then think of it saying yen next to D.
Can you hear that? Was that loud enough? If not, I won't show you guys. If so, I'll show you. Map Guy She, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying just in, Mexico and South Korea. Mexico Silver will deliver the first 100 billion worth of silver to Samsung and US EV for solar manufacturing. Whoa. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you so much, Map Guy She. Gold up more than silver on a percent basis, barely 1.5%. So yeah, let's see what we're up at. Silver's up 1.84%. Gold is up 1.61%. Oh, could you guys hear that? All right, let me pause the music. This is how you say Li Shize Gua Dien. Okay, here's how you say it.
Tien. So you de-emphasize the Y when you slur it together.
1 second.
So once again, all together. Li, slowly. Li, sh,
Li, sh,
zui,
Zui. Li, sh, zui.
Dien.
Ga,
Hope that
Dien.
helps.
Man, I'm going to have to practice that, guys. Li, shua. Zai, ga, Dien. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I promise you I'm going to get it. Silver is liberty from fiat currencies. Totally agree there. Li. Shua. Zay. Wait. Zay. Ga. Din. I'm getting it. China just halted silver trading and it's only pure... Okay, we read that earlier. We're good. Look at this guy. Silver prices won't last. Former JP Morgan strategist warns 50% drop. Is this the same JP Morgan? Let's see here. Is this the same JP Morgan that paid $920 million fine in 2020 for cheating the market and 2 of their bankers went to prison and $550 in 2015? Is that the same JP Morgan? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay, so this right here, the Butcher of Wall Street's explaining why it's ridiculous. So he's breaking down here why that's like comical. That's crazy. Deutsche Bank raid about suspected money laundering by staff. The world's taking notice. Okay, let's go back to here. And guys, the U.S. stock market is going to open here in 11 minutes, and we're going to see what's going to happen with gold and silver. You're going to see with me live. Keep smashing the like. Keep subscribing. Again, I'm giving away silver, gold, and copper. 21.8 ounces of silver. Link is in the chat. If you can't go to the chat, go to my channel. Go to video latest, and it's the second to the last video I released. Do not miss the mega giveaway. Don't miss the mega. But don't forget, if you win, you got to pay your... Because the Goblin always gets their due.
Mega!
Always gets their due. Maybe he meant 50% drop of physical silver available to purchase. Yeah, that's probably going to be right, Brian. Channel member, thank you for the support. Okay, we're looking pretty good setup here on gold. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a downtrend. But it looks like we're about to break that downtrend formation. So that's what I mean when I say it's looking like a pretty good setup. And silver as well. Let's see what we're doing with here. We want to break this top blue line here. And if we do that, we should move to our next target of 115.38. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. Shanghai Futures Exchange still rocking and rolling right now at $128.91 equivalent. Silver to gold ratio keeps going lower. Why is this not showing the way I want it to? I had another chart that I liked better for the gold to silver ratio. I can't find it now, though. Gold, silver. I don't know. 46.16 to 1. That's all that matters. So the N wasn't silent after all. I bet Viola says it in this sexy voice. Oh, yeah. It wasn't silent. Somebody trolled me with the silent N. Let's go here. Thank you for all the reposts and everything, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, CCC saying, and right now, back into the place where I found you, my safe. International Stacker, you want the left or the right? Totally the right, guys. So let's fact check this live. So right now, one Washington quarter is worth $20.63. And if we do 5 of those, that is equal to $100.03. I love that. I'm loving every minute of it, says CCP. Or CCC. Sorry. Just started stacking not long ago, says Neva. Awesome. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. And we've got just 7 minutes left until the U.S. Stock Exchange opens. What's the effect going to be on silver? We should see volume increase yet again. The volume last night was astounding compared to other nights. Look at this. It was quite up there. Okay, we've got a minute and 45 seconds left on this candle. Is it going to be green or red? Let me know. We're only 44 likes away from 1,100 now. And we're only 94 subscribers away from the next big show. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for watching. My next live stream, I may do one on market close or I may do one when Shanghai opens. Just depends what the trading action looks like today. We'll see what happens here when the stock market opens, but we might be looking at a possible afternoon rally or push up. We'll see. That's what I would expect to see. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. But let's see what happens here in 6 minutes now when the U.S. Stock Exchange opens. Gold is looking good. Gold is definitely broken from this downtrend. That's not perfect. It's not beautiful, but if you can see that. And now we're going up. So we could see a very rare formation form here that on this channel, we don't dare say the full name. We only say it on low breath. The Devil's Teabag. We'll see what happens there. And let's go and check APMEX. Let's see how much an American Silver Eagle is right now. So let's refresh it. And thank you so much, Tiffy Richard, for becoming a channel member. Remember, I from time to time, I do channel member only live streams in the war room. And what happens in the war room stays in the war room. If I do market close today, I will do a war room. If I do Chinese market open, I won't do a war room because it will go too late. I don't want to keep the rat stacker awake. So we'll see what it's looking like. But let's see here. We just reloaded APMEX. And for the cheapest American Silver Eagle coin is going to be a random. And that's $129 right now. Wow. Silver's currently trading at 113.99. Remember, last night we went all the way up to 116.11. We were $1.40 or 50 from an all-time high. Gold, we made an all-time high last night of $5,312.12. Right now we're at $5,267.21, trading sideways, but starting to look a little positive here. U.S. stock market's going to open up in the next 4 minutes. That's our next big thing. After that today would be Jerome Powell's briefing. Does anyone know when Jerome Powell's briefing is supposed to be? Is that 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? For some reason, I think that's 10 a.m. I think that's 10 a.m. Can someone check it for me? Toker FX, I'm British, right? It makes sense to me that the UK is getting close to China because they know what is coming with the US. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what these governments are really up to? Is it 2 p.m.? Okay, 2 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Mountain. 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Thank you. So that's the next big catalyst today. Again, I believe we're in true price discovery. So if any of those had a effect on gold and silver, if it was to the negative, I think it'd be short term, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But those are the next things that could move silver. Okay. $113.97 futures. Okay, we just went out of backwardation, but we'll probably be in backwardation again here shortly. 183.64 Canadian for 1 ounce silver eagle. Wow. Cole says, you mentioned the smelter in Tennessee. That's huge news. $7 billion investment. Yeah, I got to look at that more, but I did hear about that. But look how long it's going to take. 5 years? I'm telling you guys, we're not fixing this structural shortage of silver anytime soon. 5 years for a smelter. New mines take 10 to 15 years from exploration to getting the ore out of the ground. I mean, maybe you could get it to 5 to 10 years if you could fast track all the permitting and environmental stuff, which could definitely happen with this administration. But still, 5 years. We're not getting out of it anytime soon. That's why I'm so bullish on physical silver and gold, but mostly more silver right now. Breaking news on Trump with Iran. We should fly up if it's not true. Okay, let's see. Someone's saying there's breaking news with Iran. Let's see. Latest. Someone's saying there's breaking news. U.S. Navy breaking. Iran responds to Trump's vote. So this is the guys. Remember the watch outs I gave you at the beginning of this week? You remember those watch outs? One of them was geopolitical monitoring. Every week now, I'm going to give you guys watch outs. I was doing that when I was up in Boca Raton on the family trip, and you guys seemed to really like that. So I'm going to make a regular thing on my streams at the beginning of each week to give you guys watch outs. And watch out number 4 is geopolitical monitoring with Iran, Russia, all that. So we'll see what happens there. And the U.S. Stock Exchange is going to open here in 30 seconds. 30-second warning. Here we go. 30 seconds. What's going to happen when the U.S. Stock Exchange opens? I'm going to pull up the stock exchange on my phone just to see. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 seconds here. Okay, it's opening now. Let's see what happens here. We're so far starting on a green candle on silver. And Jeff Stout's been a member for over a month. Thank you, Jeff Stout, for the support. Guys, do we want to see a BGC here, a big green candle? Wyoming is full of minerals like gold and silver, yet they won't touch them. Only coal and oil. Interesting, Anthony. Thank you for that note. We're starting here on a green candle. Now that the U.S. stock market is open. Let's see. I don't want futures. Well, the futures shows the Dow Jones down a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. And we're in the first candle with trading happening. Let me see how my mining stocks are doing. 1 second there. Bada bing, bada boom. Guys, we're 20 likes away from 1,100. I know we can do it. And the mining stocks are already up a percent on the day. Wow. International Stacker, Saxos, Banks, Henson say silver is a bubble. They only own ETF silver. So sad for them. I clicked like 37 times. Thank you, C-130 Hercules. And judging by your name, you're used to carrying large loads. So thank you for carrying that large load on the likes. And we're only one away from 1,100. Guys, here we go. Here comes a BGC. Channel members, is this going to be a BGC? Is this going to be a BGC? Whoa. Maybe a BGC here with silver. Gold is it tried to break out of that trough. We'll see what happens there. Shanghai Futures Exchange is still trading. $129.22. Yep, we did cover that earlier. The COMEX rose the notional margin rate from 9% to 11%. And remember, that scales automatically now. First time they did that early January. So the notional margin rate of 9% just went to 11. Wow. Okay, guys. Here's the situation. I got to edit some videos. I got to get some stuff done for you guys. I got to prep for a afternoon or evening stream, depending on what happens with gold and silver. Remember, at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it looks like the FOMC is going to occur, and Jerome Powell, Federal Reserve, is going to be announcing if there's going to be interest rate hike, cut, or nothing. The U.S. stock market right now has no cut priced in. So if there is a cut or a hike, it's going to send the market into a frenzy for sure. So we'll be watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning. Please subscribe, smash the like button on the way out. No, I truly appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the support. I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver soon. Who's going to win one of these bags? Listen to this drop. Wow. Who's going to win it? Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Turn on those notifications, and I guess I'll say, catch you on the next one. Real quick. For sure, I will be live streaming tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if nothing happens later today, I'll see you in the morning. But something tells me it's going to be a crazy day. Okay. Catch you on the next one. Thank you, everybody.
One stacker on a journey
to find
silver.
International Stacker.
Do you guys want to do a quick crab raid? Everyone who's left, do you want to do a quick crab raid? I can find someone real quick. I just thought about it. Everyone who's left, do you want to do a quick crab raid? Let me see if someone's live. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see who's live. Ooh, who's this? Oh, it's just a chart. Hold up. Hold up. All right. Okay, I'm gonna drop in the redirect, and then I'm gonna have to run pretty quick. But guys, we're gonna go do this crab raid super quick. We're gonna go visit someone we visited the other day, Ida. She's doing a big thing right now for St. Jude's Hospital. So we're gonna go there right now. It's a crab raid. In 3, I'm gonna drop the link in chat just in case. 3, 2, 1. See you guys there.